Let it be known I'm not here to clown on Justine Pissott, but just to remind people that when you lost your mind about her going for 19 points and lighting the world on fire in one of the craziest heaters in WNBA history with an outstanding 10 minutes of basketball, for some reason, a lot of y'all thought that that's the norm and not the outlier. For some reason, a lot of y'all thought, oh my goodness, this is what we were talking about. The Indiana Fever is so stupid and we're so smart. Stephanie White's so dumb and I'm so brilliant. And while I don't disagree with the fact that I would have had Justine Pissott on my roster and I would have kept her and I would have been playing her for the entire season so far, not on a developmental deal. Let's be real, guys. And I had to let you know. And I did let you know. All these folks who lost their minds. She's the smartest basketball player since Caitlin Clark. She's a sniper. She's this. She's that. Yeah, she shoots. She shot 42% from three in college for one season, and she averaged 11 points per game in college for one season. And she was a role player in college after being in college for 3 years and doing virtually nothing. And she was drafted with the 25th pick. And someone told me, well, it doesn't matter where you get drafted, and brought up the names of Nikola Jokic, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili, three international players, not 4-year college basketball players. So cutely tried to compare the NBA to the WNBA. So cutely forgot that the WNBA has 3 rounds of draft picks and only 15 teams. And if she were drafted in the NBA, technically in the NBA, if they had 30 teams, she would have actually been a first round pick. I mean, again, you can't use comparisons of the NBA to the WNBA when it comes to talent, the void in talent, the lack of ability, and all that good stuff. And then at the same time, telling me that how many 11-point per game scorers are being selected in the first round in the NBA draft. Heck, a lot of 11-point per game scores aren't being selected in the second round of the NBA draft. But that's the mountain y'all a lot of y'all chose to stand on in arguing and debating me. And so you got all excited because Justine Pissott went crazy. You got all excited because she knocked out a 6 for 7, 5 of 6 from three. And by the way, the 19 became 17. So it wasn't 19 points, it was 17 points. I don't know if that has an impact on the record or not, but she ended up with 17 points as I'm looking at the new box score here. But then she got a chance to play the Fever the next night. And I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't turn out the same. And that's why I made the video like, hold your horses. Look, like I said, I was pro Passat. I wanted her to be on the Fever. I thought she fit the type of player that Caitlin Clark needed to have positioned around her. So I don't disagree with the assessment that she should have been on the team. I don't disagree with the thought process that she should have played. What I disagree with is the overreaction to a singular game in a 50-point game for which she caught a heater and hit some threes. She caught a heater. And now she's the most brilliant basketball player in the draft since Caitlin Clark, and she's this and she's that, and she's an elite defensive player, and I mean, the commentary was so off the wall, it made no sense. And now the next day against Indiana, she got put in the game in the first quarter. She played 14 minutes. And what did she do in the 14 minutes this time? Again, a lot of the time coming in the fourth in junk time when the game was a blowout, she scored 2 points. She was 1 of 5. She was 0 of 3 from three. So what happened? What happened? Averages exist for a reason. Things have a way of balancing themselves out. There's a reason that she was drafted at 25 and not 5. There's a reason for a lot of things, and I may not agree with every reason for a lot of things, but there's a reason. It doesn't change that I think she should have been on the team playing ahead of Dantas and even Hines Allen and Billings. I mean, heck, I think she could have been playing ahead of Billings. I think she could have. But when you jump up and down and like, we told you. Well, take a breath. Who saw that shit in and out? You got another example the next day against a former team. She got put in the game in real action, in real time. And I think she played about 5 or 6 minutes from the first to the second quarters. And she did absolutely nothing. And she did absolutely nothing. Again, this isn't to take a shot at her. This is just a truth bomb that the thoughts that a lot of fans have are not logical, for one, and they ignore reality. Justine Pissott could be a good WNBA role player. She absolutely could be. But is she that right now? Not really. She's just a player. And I think that she got screwed by the Fever, absolutely. I think they ruined an opportunity to catch, a potential diamond in the rough. Because I do think she has an ability to shoot the basketball. But don't let 5 for 6 from 3 blind you to reality. That's fluke. That's a fluke. You're not going 5 for who the hell goes 5 for 6 from 3 in a 10-minute period in the first game they ever played in the WNBA or in the NBA or whatever. It doesn't happen. So that's a fluke. Yes, a fluke. Have you seen a singular game with Caitlin Clark in 3 years where she's gone 5 of 6? Like 6 threes and she hit 5. In the WNBA, maybe in college, but not in the WNBA. I can't remember a singular game where Caitlin Clark's gone 5 of 6 over a 6-shot period in the WNBA. 6 threes and she hit 5 of those first 6. Like maybe you remember it. I don't remember it. I don't. But I do think Pissott could be a good role player. I just wanted y'all to just take a freaking woosah breath before you crowned her the next Hall of Fame basketball player. I disagree with a lot of stuff Stephanie White does, and I think they whiffed here. They struck out here. They made a massive mistake here. You lost her for nothing, which makes it even worse. But a day after she goes crazy, she comes back down to humanity. And I'm just curious to know what your opinion is the next day. Do you still believe the stuff that you spit on Saturday night? That she was the greatest thing on earth, that she's the smartest basketball player on the planet, that she is an elite defensive player, that she's elite here, elite here, elite there, elite there. I mean, come on, man. That's all I ask. Because you look silly a day later. One day later, you look silly. But hey, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. I never even introduced myself in this video. Yeah, this is Indiana Fever Unfiltered. I'm Rudy Rodriguez Show Mod. If you haven't done so yet, hype, like, subscribe, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. But did your opinion change from one night to the next? That's all I ask. See y'all soon. Come on now.